Okay. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to another stream. We're going to be doing more of the Bazaar today, of course. But hopefully everyone is having a good day. We're gonna do our best. I'm sure it's gonna be mildly frustrating because we're going to run into a lot of dualies. And the way the dually is set up right now means that you basically auto lose unless you can either stop them from doing what they're doing, or you're faster than them, or you one-shot them, or something like that. So yeah, it's probably going to be a pretty rough start. But regardless of that, hopefully everyone's having a good day. I do want to say, thankfully, I did manage to acquire a new vehicle, so we are up and running again, somewhat. We're just getting a lot of the technicalities ironed out, transferring tag, title, all that stuff, and then I can get back to work, hopefully soon, which would be good, because this certainly isn't paying the bills. But yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. So without further ado, let's let's get into the stream. I think today is probably going to end up being a shorter stream. I don't know, but we will find out soon. So let me go ahead and do that now. All right. Well, yeah, hopefully everyone is having a good day. I am, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, but sometimes it's pretty rough out there. Hard to really say whether or not things are going to go as planned or not. I've been playing a lot off stream, if you can't tell. I basically used up all of my ranked tickets, and I'm eating into my gems now. Let's see what today's challenges are. Take 3,000 damage. That's easy enough. Buy 5 items that cost 10 or more. Okay, use weapons 100 times. Okay, that's fine. We should be able to get that pretty easily, rather. Okay, so we're working on level 38. Our next big item, is at 45, which is the rug. Let's see what the cosmetic shop has for us today. Maybe that Vanessa skin? Ah, come on, man. I've seen this skin like 4 times already. I don't want this. I want the Vanessa skin. Ah, that's annoying. Okay. Should have my free one. So I don't know. I want to play Dooley. Dooley actually is quite upsetting to play against and sort of play now. Like, Dooley's supposed to be this versatile character, and for whatever reason, they always just make him one build, and it's incredibly boring and incredibly frustrating to play against, which you will see in a few moments here. Let's just get Dooley out of the way. We'll play Dooley, and we'll fight Doolies, and we'll get destroyed. And it'll be a great time for everybody. Woo! Great time for all. Can't wait. That's probably good. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I like that, to be honest. It scrunches everything up. Sorry, I'm just, I'm messing with my stream elements right now, trying to get things to work. But it's not really working the way that I want it to. Well, it's whatever, that's fine. It's whatever, that's fine. Okay, alright, so sure, companion cores probably fine. Enchanted items start as always. Obsidian copper ed, deadly memory card, obsidian GPU. GPU, I guess. Which, since we're playing dually, we're gonna go for bugs. But we'll see how this initial volley works for us. So far, kind of bad, to be honest. Kind of bad. So, we might just end up getting destroyed here. Because usually you want to find bugs on the opening volley, usually. Kind of a bad start, to be honest. Kind of a bad start. It's, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, we are playing ranked. It's free. But... yeah, like I said. Could have just getting completely trashed by other dualies that managed to get the good setup. Okay.
Make deals, not war.
Sure.
I can feel our energies resonating.
Okay, couple of bugs. That's good. It's a good start. Ace Jason item haste. Okay, that's fine. Slow item, hopefully a bug. Okay, we got the spider. So we're just missing the wasp and the beetle now. And then we can look for a drill or what's this called? It's gonna end with drill, dualtron. I'm forgetting what it's called now. Oh god, I think I'm going to lose off of the shiny lighter. Yeah, he's got double burn and poison, so there's no winning against that. That's pretty good. Enchanted item. I forgot what it's called, but we'll see it. And then Robotics Factory, and that's pretty much how these games tend to go. Drill. Okay. So we just need to find 2 more bugs, and then we're good to go. Poisons or burns. This burns. Haste or slow. Just do that, even though technically it would be better for them to get the double trigger from there. But that's fine. Okay.
Being an elder is just one perspective. Youth has its own wisdom.
Yeah, because we'll eventually just swap in the drill. We don't need medium. We really don't have anything that can support medium as far as our money, so we'll just get the EXP and move forward from there. I don't think we can beat the Scrapper. We have a pretty good setup, but our damage is just bad, so we're gonna go after the crab and hope to not get completely screwed. I have lost to the crab before. It is possible to lose to the crab. feels bad when it happens. It's pretty hilarious, but I still don't want that. Ideally, losing PvE fights are not as bad as losing PvP fights, but the way that the meta kind of works now, losing any fight is just not in your best interest because you're that much further behind when you really need to be ahead. And basically, if you don't win by day 10 or 11 now, no matter who you are, it's kind of up in the air depending on where you are at the time as far as wins. So, spider upgrades good. Don't have enough for SATCOM. I was hoping to find another bug, but kind of unlucky there. Don't need you. We'll just go for gold. And unfortunately, we're going to be 1 EXP short. We are fighting a dually. I want to put in drill, but this almost becomes useless if I put in the drill. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do it and hope for the best here. Depending on what kind of dually this is more than likely bugs. If he's got freeze bug, I'm probably dead. Oh, and he's 1 level ahead. Okay, yeah, this is not good. Weapon core. I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Yeah, because he's got damage scaling. Yeah. And everything is damaged, so... Yep, bad start. Already lost 2. Not good. Very not good. Yeah, I just, I don't know. I don't know. Let's get an item. Hopefully it's a bug. Crypto is okay. So that, and you're already seeing like some of these differences here as they play out. Yeah, it's just not ideal to not do bugs of some kind. Beetle. Okay, so we've got the full setup now. Slow and then freeze. And unfortunately we have an open space. So now that we've got that, we want to get these guys out of bronze. Since really up until day 5 about is our only real chance to do that outside of events. We might have to use events to do it because it's just kind of rare to find bronze stuff. Well, the bronze stuff that you need past day 3 or 4. Like, it's still possible, of course, but your odds just go up astronomically once you start finding like silver, gold, all that stuff. But yeah. Maybe spider? Chem snail. Okay. Bugs, please. Ugh, this feels bad, but I have to look for the bugs. And of course we got nothing. Because why wouldn't we? Okay, I'm gonna do this. And I guess we can put you in for now. Grade of bronze. Yeah, we'll do that. In fact, we should upgrade the beetle. The beetle is the most crucial bug because at diamond, it freezes 4 items, which is absurd. It's the same with the spider. The spider slows 4 items at diamond. Bugs just need to be nerfed in general. There's a chance that I do lose to this guy, even though I'm 1 level ahead. He's got regeneration, he's got burn, he's got slow. It looks like we'll be okay, but tough call. A lot of mechs seem weak early, but they make up for it with the status that they can put on you, as well as the regeneration on themselves at the same time. So it just kind of ends up being a bad deal for kind of everyone involved. We got another spider, but not really the spider that we want. Maybe we can get upgrade for drill here. It's kind of an expensive reroll, but we'll go with it. Okay. Good. Alright, we still need to find upgrades for these 2 guys here. I don't think I can beat the juggler. My health is too low and I have no recovery. So I think we go with the raider. The raider's our best bet here. We don't really get anything useful from them, so anything that we can sell, involved potions, good sell. Crow's nest, bar gold even. Highly unlikely we'll end up using anything related to ammo in this run. So we don't really need that. As long as we get something to sell so that we can boost our income, that would be good. Okay, nice. So on top of finding upgrades for these guys, we want to find it's the core for 2. 1 item for 1. Okay, great. So now we just need the firefly. We want to find robotics factory or we might see him in here.
I love them all.
Bulldozer. We sell this, we'll have enough. Alright, yeah.
Oh look, it's so tiny.
Yeah, and with Bulldozer, Silvery's not too good, but it lowers the cooldown, so we definitely want to upgrade him. Because I believe at Diamond, these go down to around 4 point something seconds, which is really important. Burn. Yeah, we'll go with Tracer Fire so that we can build some crit. Build's kind of coming together, but we still are behind a bit in terms of we're decent on levels, but as far as like wins versus opponents, that's kind of where we're in trouble. And I have a feeling we're not really going to get through this guy very well. He can stack burn on us better, and he's got heal. We might be okay. Okay, nice. Yeah, that seemed a little grim, but the Bulldozer kind of came through. We're still not really doing enough here to sort of have like a looping build, so you can find drill, multi-tool, that's fine. Pickle, don't need that. Medium. Let's see, we're on day 5. if I knew we were gonna get a Dualtron, I would look for the console. Dualtron starts at gold, but I have seen him as early as this day. So maybe we will kind of save up for that. Okay, we'll go with the noble because we want a chance at the petrifying gaze skill. It's freeze on everything, which is a lot of triggers for the drill. So that would be really good because that happens at half health. So yeah, that would be amazing if we could get that. Anything to keep the drill going. Because having that lull in between is sucky. Black Rose, okay. Again, not ideal, but it's something.
First step toward good taste.
Okay, no bugs. Yeah, that's kind of what it's gonna be like, unfortunately. Loot. Okay, let's get some gold. Medium, large. Okay, we could find a Dualtron.
Acorns. Where's my
Drill's
friend? Oh,
nice.
did he see me close a deal?
No Dualtron. Question is, do I get rid of Drill for DJ? I don't think so. I think we stick with Drill because that's currently our damage engine until Dozer gets going. So I thought about it though. There's a world where you take DJ. Crow's Nest, Katana. Yeah, okay. Figured as much. Okay, alright. We should be alright. Because we can freeze the Katana.
Next
Okay,
time, boys,
cool.
less blunder, more plunder.
Good. Good. Continue to rack up those wins.
You're huge.
See if we can find some
Huge items.
upgrades. Fortunately, we cannot.
Sale, fail, fail, fail.
Oh, we could find some stuff in here. Nice. Spider upgrade. Ew. Damn, Turbo Robotics Factory. Too bad I am poor. Yeah, even if I sold all of this, well, what would the point be? Damn. That feels bad. When you use a friend, haste 1 for 3 seconds. Oh, that's so good. Curse me and my no income is dually. Pretty lame. Normally I go here, but I want the skill. Because when you slow haste a weapon 1 second, we've got 2 weapons, so more triggers, more haste. And then all the better if we get slow on drill, although we probably want radiant on one of our weapons. So didn't get the skill. That sucks. 10, 9.4. Not bad. This is technically a weapon, so let's see if we can find the upgrades.
His leg.
No.
All my
Okay.
weapons have been tested in battle.
Well, we wouldn't have been able to do it anyway, but still. Okay, upgrade the Firefly. Normally I would upgrade this, or even this, but this makes it so that we can at least have a chance of finding upgrades later, since we'll probably never run into bronze ones of them ever again, unfortunately. Let's just get a shield. Kind of too poor for anything else, unfortunately.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my
That's kind of how it is with Dooley. Usually you'd be able to, like, kind of save up. Ooh, silenced obsidian pearl. That sounds scary, actually. I don't like that. Oh, Mantis is 4 in gold? Maybe they were right.
Bring her about!
I know, I was watching Kriparian the other night, and someone in his chat said that at Diamond, it haste 5. It looks like they may not be wrong there. Seemed like that was incorrect, but if they haste 4 at gold, then it probably is 5 at Diamond, which is crazy.
Cast aside your
Okay. Nope. And no.
I feel like you're not being
Feels bad. Okay.
The finer.
Nothing. And nothing,
If you want
because
something big and ugly,
why?
go see Cole.
We're probably good for Corsair. If we can freeze and slow them enough, we'll be alright. These two should more than make up for the damage, because we have to kill them twice. So, I wish I had scaling on the drill. That's sort of my main thing. I mean, we're kind of building crit, but it's just so slow, because we only have one activator for crit, so... We might die if the anchor crits us. And it did. Hey, Lonnie. How's it going? Hopefully you're having a good work day. Appreciate the lurk, man. Enjoy the stream. Hopefully you're having a good day. Skill upgrade. I think I'm gonna go for gold, just in case we run into anything interesting. Nothing. Wow, that's surprising. Okay, well, it's kind of unfortunate that we died to the, what's it called? The, parrot. Oh, God. Oh, I think this is a lose, because every time we use an item, it just uses the bees. How do you get so many bees by day 7? That's a lot of properties. So you got 1 from here, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bees, or 7 properties that he sold. On top of the damage. Okay, noisy cricket. What do bees start at? Their damage usually isn't that high. He doesn't have any skills that translate to damage with income. They must have buffed the bees. That's the only thing that makes sense. Oh well, GG. When you poison, 2 crit. Sure. More poison build is good. On top of it being free. Chem snail, not really what we're looking for. Okay, yeah, non-weapons. Let's see. Do you have any bugs for me? You do not. Why would you?
Comes from a negative place.
Okay. Pretty unfortunate. Yeah, this is where the build starts to fall off. just because if you just stop getting upgrades for the bugs, or you don't find upgrade for Bulldozer or Dualtron, or ideally a robotics factory, it just becomes difficult. And right now we're on day 8 with only 4 wins. So we're going to be pretty strapped even with this build. It's still not good. Yeah, still not good. So we need to go for maximum experience, because we need to get some kind of elemental upgrade onto the drill in order to facilitate a full looping build. Thick hide would be good, because we do have slow. But I don't know. He's got a lot of poison on us. We might just die. Okay, close. Yeah, since this isn't fully looping, it's pretty weak. And we did not get the skill. Damn. Damn. Okay, not good. Not good.
Everyone here is huge. It's terrifying.
Okay, upgrade for beetles, nice.
Blah, blah, blah. Bye.
And nothing else.
It's not overpriced. You are overpoor.
And no Dualtron, because God hates me, apparently. Silver tool. Let's go for a silver item. Missiles. Okay. It's a pig. 1 win. We're on day 8, I think. Subscraper. Oh shit, it's a fixer-upper build. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is auto-lose. I have no way to counter this. Any builds up. Yep, auto-lose. Auto-lose. Yeah, I can't beat Subscraper. I can't beat Fiery Fixer-Upper. Build's too slow. It's not looping. If we keep running into stuff like that, then I'm just gonna die. And there's nothing you can really do, because my build has fallen off already. Really sucks when that happens. Oh, that's nice. But yeah, that's kind of the unfortunate situation with bugs. Bugs are really good, but they're only good if you can keep getting upgrades for them. If you cannot, then they are actually pretty bad. So here we're looking to get the full arsenal skill, assuming we don't get outdone by the flagship, which might happen, especially if it crits. Crit. Wow. Yep. That was the weakest guy too. So yep, build already fell off because we can't. We're having trouble with PvE fights now, which is not good. Not good.
By sharing my power, I make you a more interesting enemy.
Yeah, none of that's helpful. Freeze 2, slow 2. It's too slow though. That's the problem. Yeah, that doesn't work.
How many Trolicans did you liberate today?
Okay, that's nice.
He'll keep you safe. Until next time.
Well, alright. Mac. Oof, Mac that's been winning. That's bad for us. 6 wins. Ooh, VAT. Yeah, I think this is an auto lose. Oh, and a crit. Yep. No, this is a
Another
loss.
step
Yep.
closer to
Yep.
the formula of life.
Yep. You'd love to see it. You love to see it. Crazy.
Greetings, old
Okay,
friend.
we need.
I'm pleased to finally meet
We need
you.
burn or poison or slow. I believe that is slow. Okay.
I pay well for mid-sized things.
Okay, not helpful.
Size things.
Not helpful. Awesome.
What's your
Well, would have been
favorite
good if
color?
we had Dualtron there,
Mine
but we
is
don't, so. Shiny. Okay. Can work with shiny. Haste. What the hell? Yeah, we want to go for Trash Type because we want the Juggler skill. And if we can get these to charge this guy, we'll be doing pretty good. Still not looping completely. We don't have scaling damage, so sucks. Oh, story of my life.
My battle days are over, but my weapons crave more.
Wow. Obsidian nitrogen hammer. Wow. Hard to pass up on that guy, but
But bare hands are not enough.
People first, profit 10.
Maybe if we had more freeze, I would consider it.
I should lower my prices.
Okay. I mean, we won't go away empty-handed, but I assume that because this is a dually and it's 7 wins, he's running Dualtron. Or he's running the same build that I am, but his is better. And he has shield. His stuff went off before me, so this is a loss. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it goes. Oh, and his bulldozer was diamond. Yep. And that's what you're gonna face on ladder all the time. Just variations of this. Very unfun. Very unfun to play. And play against. But at least we got all of our challenges in, which is good. So we'll just get all of those, which is cool. But yeah. Yeah, that's what we got. That's what we got. It looks like the rank ups are still visually bugged, which is great. Okay, so let's do a couple of tenors here. Let's do 10 from the beta. Since we no longer get anything, we can no longer get those. And then we'll do 10 from season 1. Maybe we can get something cool here. No skins. Alright. Well, that's fine. We did get another ticket, and we're climbing back up as far as those go, so... Well, now that we've got the dually one out of the way, let's do... Let's do a Vanessa game. Hopefully this goes a lot better. Enchanted... Radiant Silencer, Obsidian Narwhal, Obsidian Pearl. We'll just go with the Silencer. It's always good.
I'm a people person, and sometimes I...
Oh, how about that?
If that doesn't work out for you, come back for a refund.
Alright, well... This is a start of all time. I was hoping that we would find a cutlass. We did not, but I think we will go for the Kyver drone here, so... Thankfully, we are not Mac, so that means we can do this and not face repercussions, which is good. Very good, very good. Okay. Skill?
Is that even a battle? Maybe a skirmish.
No. Medium items. Oh, we could find it here.
All about moderation.
That's not it. That is
I
it.
think you're really gonna enjoy that.
Okay. Kinda wish this was shiny. Or this is shiny, but that is fine. Skill? Medium item. Skill. Crit. Nice. Alright.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend.
This is probably a loss. Yeah, probably. Unless this crits a couple of times. Not happening. Oof. Okay. Please crit again. Please. Oh. Wow. Wow, 8%. And we got 2 crits. That's pretty good. That win is actually really important. So, great. Awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, let's try our luck with a skill again.
Full sail, my boy.
Okay.
Yeah. You're
Damage.
probably too skilled for my humble. There are
Nice.
greater trainers than me. I'm just getting you ready for them.
Okay, this is kind of coming up Millhouse. I'm very, very shocked. Let's try for a fight so we can try to get ahead on the XP. We don't get it, of course. Double barrel would have been good. Actually, here we are... Do I want to go for the Scrapper or do I want to go for the Mosquito? Because Mosquito is start of combat haste. We could get another chance with the what's this called? And we're gonna go with Scrapper so that we can try to get ahead on experience. I think here we want the club. Yeah. More damage. Nice. More crit. At least one more, please. Thank you.
Pathetic. As spineless as a jellyfish.
Ah, well, that's fine. Start a combat slow. Okay, here we can get some damage.
Relax.
Okay.
20 years waiting for you.
That's good. That's good. So you. Alright. You have no haste. But we're probably gonna get some kind of haste. But before then, we get this.
That's a bargain.
I don't know if that's still bugged, so we'll do that just in case. 4.5. And then if we get some kind of haste item, we can use the boots. Non-weapons, we'll just get regeneration, because we are literally broke.
Go ahead. Underestimate me. It
Okay.
makes more fun. We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with
So this
nobody.
Vanessa is jellyfish poison. Okay.
Like my crew said
Wow.
at the bar. Another round.
Well, that was amazing. Holy shit. 2 crits at 28%. What the fuck? Alright. CDR? No. Unfortunately, no. But that's okay. Upgrade bronze, yeah. In fact, let's upgrade you.
Aha. Now
Let's
this
up our crit
will inspire
chance.
the crew.
48%. See if we can
No
find.
sale. I want what's right
Oh.
for you.
Damn it. I'm literally one short. Ah, this is balls. Are you kidding me? Ah, and I can't sell anything because this is 0. Bro. It's so good. Man, this is horseshit.
You might try JJ.
Literally one
Real
gold
friendly
short.
guy.
What the hell, man? You know, Scout Trooper might kick our ass. I don't know if that's a good idea. We need to crit. To have a fighting chance. I guess we'll give it a go. If we lose, we lose. It's gonna feel bad. Gonna feel pretty stupid about it, but getting like the Eagle Talisman would be worth it, so I guess we'll see. Okay, more crits, please. Okay. Looks like we've got this one in the bag. Nice. Okay, Eagle Talisman, please. Oh, gunpowder. Damn. Okay, alright. Small and large. You know, actually, I think I'm gonna go for another fight. Okay, nice.
Some people just need a good whack.
This is good. This is real good, actually. Nice. Sharpening Stone, Eagle Talisman. Flashing Mechanic's good too. Stuff's either good or just kind of okay. Wasn't really counting on that. Okay. Yeah, let's upgrade you. More damage. Nice. Go here and get more damage. Very nice. I'm so mad that we didn't have enough for that freaking...
Go ahead. Underestimate.
The compass would have been so good. Or the sextant. Alright, Mac, what do you got? Freeze poison. 0 wins so far on day 3. Gold skill was left eye. Alright. Well, bit too slow. But I see where they're going with that build. It's just not a good one, unfortunately. It's not strong enough right now. So, get a haste item. Medium. Let's go over medium. Hopefully we'll find the sextant again. We did not. Feels bad, man. Non-weapons. Sure, let's give it another try. We'll do that, of course. More crit. Kind of want to find an upgrade for this, and even Crow's Nest. I think we go with Hellbilly. We should be strong enough for him. Ooh, left-handed would be amazing if we could get that. That would boost our damage a lot. Medkit's fine. Scrap is fine for Econ. Or crit. Please crit. Okay. Should be in the clear after this one. Very nice.
That was a mighty fine tussle.
Nice. Okay. It's good. It's good. Ooh, tempering. Let's go.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, sure. Let's go weapons. Let's see if gold one shows up. Nope. Looks like just wishful thinking on our part. Tools. Just work at the docks. Weapon. Neat. We do have a skill that works with that, but not really what we're looking for right now.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my
Okay, so it's another Mac. Nitro bit. 2 wins. Not sure if the levels are still bugged. He doesn't have a weapon, so toxic doesn't work, but he might burn me down. We need a crit. Like, pretty bad. There we go. Good. Good, 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 good. This is going well. This is going well.
I would never debase my wares by.
Tempted, but this isn't the build for it. Shot glasses is actually insanely strong. If you can get like a slow skill that increases damage and like either femur or the crawfish guy. let's go with the Gorgon.
Look into my eyes.
We just need to maximize the XP. We should be further ahead right now. Okay. Looks like we're not. Nope. Spoke too soon. I was like, it doesn't look like we're hitting crits. What's going on? Alright.
I could use a strong arm like yours.
Okay, so yeah, again, we want the Petrifying Gaze skill. Did not get it.
Let's take the tyrant's whole kingdom!
Silver loot. CDR. Nope. More poison. Health and shield. Sure, let's see if any shielded versions of our items show up.
Try my best.
No, unfortunately.
My arm is the best. But I'll keep working on it.
Gold is loud and gaudy. Silver is
Salt
demure.
Claw. Sea Shadow. Yeah, I don't know about that. Ramrod. If only.
Was treasure enough.
Dooley.
My
3
fight
wins.
isn't weak.
Uh-oh. You know what time it is. Yep, that is a full bug build. Almost. Wow. Okay, well, that's not good. We need to crit. Oh, he's got a restorative wasp. Well, never mind. Never mind. Yep. There's no beating that. There's literally no beating that. I wondered how he was getting his HP back so quick. And it's because of the wasp.
Few warriors
Crazy.
buy my weapons, and you might.
Okay.
All my weapons have been tested.
Well, that
in
is just
battle.
not helpful.
You?
People first, profit 10th.
No. Yeah, no. Nope, no. Okay, this is kinda not good. We're starting to fall off here. I would rather that that didn't happen, but we really don't control how a lot of this turns out. Okay. Let's see what we get. We got bang.
Full sail, my boy.
Yeah, let's upgrade.
Haha. Now this will inspire
What are we at?
the crew.
4.2.
Make deals, not war. I
Yeah,
feel like
still
that
haven't seen a sextant.
comes from a negative place.
How'd I get rich?
See what they have here. Oh, wow. Okay.
That's a 24-carat decision, my friend.
Reroll's too expensive. We are at 78% crit.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago. I may be young for a captain, but I've
Okay,
seen
what
my
kind of
share
Vanessa
stolen.
are you? It looks like weapons. Ooh, that's gonna be tough. Yeah, I think I just get out
Bravery
damaged.
without
Yep.
strength is a sword without a blade.
Just slap on weapons and you just win. And Cutlass is too slow. That's the problem. I don't have consistent haste uptime, which is a big issue
The portions.
going into the later days. Yep,
If you want
just
something
bad.
big and ugly, go see Paul.
Small items, small people. I want
No.
them all.
Yeah,
Is
no,
it
that
because
doesn't
I
work.
talk too slow?
Okay, Thug it
Way to
is.
go. Nobody gets hurt.
If we can get Bonk or even Strength would be good. We need to delay the enemy as much as possible. But it's kind of hard to do when you're can't really do anything. We also need to get Radiant on the Cutlass as soon as possible. Spices.
Ride that tide!
Alright. Crit, burn. Crit.
Watch your back, especially the T12 vertebra.
That should do it. Almost.
Little sentient slum shops. So I hope whatever
Oh,
that is for,
that'll do it.
I hope it
Alright.
pleases you.
100% crit. 114% to be exact, which is good. Haste item or fight? Let's get a haste item. Maybe Sexton? Sea Dog Saloon.
My fight
Zero
is
win dually. That is scary. They might have an enchant. Yeah, they have Fiery Solar Farm. Okay. Bugs. Two beetles, one is diamond. Yikes. Oh. I am certainly in trouble. Please. Okay. Woo. Damn. Got a little lucky there. But goodbye. Another dually has been exorcised from this plane of existence. Okay. Alright. Small
Size dilutes the
items.
brain. Mind is highly concentrated.
Of course
I
not.
understand.
Why would you give me the things that I want/need? Burninator bot. We don't have anything that... We have nothing that slows, nothing that burns. Okay. I just got lost in thought there for a second. Sorry about that.
Now this is how you win a war.
Yeah, that's just me spacing out. My bad. Not really something useful there, but fine. Weapon. Actually, let's transform something. Let's transform you. Not worth. Goodbye.
Come on in. Let's chat.
Of course. Of course.
We're out to dethrone a king.
Okay,
not
yeah,
to
we
spoil
like
a
really
woman.
need
You're reminded of
sextant.
someone I fought
Like,
last
for
century.
real. Oh god. Don't like this. Yeah, we are in trouble. Especially if that goes... Oh, nope, doesn't matter. Won't get there in
You are
time.
really a
Nope.
step on the ladder I must climb.
Yep. Yep. Again, the start of combat is too slow. Like, we need to be faster. Holsters helps us not at all.
Oh, a customer.
Well, there you go. All right. Good shit. Wow. And buckle. Ooh. Yeah. Can't say no to that. So we do this. Buckle. So it's at 201 now. Okay. So we basically DIY'd a cloak. So when we crit, we haste, and when we use a weapon, we gain damage. So neat.
Rally, men! Blades to the wind!
Yeah, we
Things are
really
so
want
dull.
Radiant on this,
Like you are.
please. Well, I mean, this is good as long as I don't get one-tapped. Or they don't freeze. So, yeah, I guess we'll just have to hope for the best. Alright. Well, we can sell it at least. Small and large. Sure.
Right. Back to business.
Still nothing.
Want to sell that anyway?
Oh, and I fucked up there a bit.
Oh, hello. I mean, welcome to my business.
Well,
GSMM manual, page 320. Don't let feelings blind you to profit. This is a gift at any price.
okay.
I'm almost sure that was a good trade.
50. Okay, great.
Let's take the tyrant's whole kingdom!
Okay, yeah, we definitely want more crit. As much crit as we can get. Okay,
It will seek you.
a Mac.
Go
6
ahead,
wins.
Underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
In 100 years when you are dust, I will
Looks like he has a dragon heart. Yikes. This is scary. Oh, come on.
Time is long,
Ah, are you
but I have
kidding me?
none left for you.
Come on. It was gonna go off. What the hell? That happens to me all the time. It's so stupid. So stupid.
Greetings, old friend. I'm pleased to finally meet you.
Okay, wow.
I'm on
We
the edge of
got
the fight.
Radiant. I wish I knew that. If we could have put it on the cutlass. Why do you do this to me, game? Why do you do this? Alright. Normally this is ill-advised to do, but... Yep. Not good.
Yes, I will.
Alright, let's go. So... It's probably worth getting the skill here
Your
if they
strength
offer it
is
to me because it means more damage. And so whenever anyone uses anything in the fight, everyone gets crit. No, not today.
My boy.
Hey, Rainbow. It's going great, going great. Just doing our best to make it through the the minefield that is Dooley Bugs. How are you? Are you having a good day? Loot. Would have been nice if we had some cooldown, but I guess not. Let's
You
go to
look
the
like a
dig site.
hardy one.
Maybe we'll get something
Need some
cool.
work.
Ooh, just working. Well, hopefully work is treating you well today. Whatever it is that you're doing. Yep, we'll take that.
Looks like the potato.
It's more damage. Go. We don't need tools. Skill upgrade, maybe? 10 more damage. I think we're gonna go with tempering. So it's like 12 damage extra every time that goes off, so that's good.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
Oh, that's scary. Huh. Yeah, I don't like that. Oh, yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, and that's why you need Radiant. That's why you need Radiant. Wow. My code finally works, so good day. Well, that's good.
My father
Yep,
lives
and
for
that
you.
is why Dooley sucks. Because that's all you see. Whenever you run into Dooley, that's what it is. And because this wasn't Radiant, it's the only thing that could have taken the status, so I auto-lose. The bugs are new, yes. They came in the recent big update, and they are broken. That's all anyone plays. Dooley is once again the strongest character with just one build. No, you don't have to pay for them because they made changes to the monetization. There's only one track on On the ladder, I'll show you. On the prize pass now. You get it regardless. Dually you get at 15. So the only thing you really pay for is a subscription. You can pay to skip 15 tiers if you want of the prize pass. But there's only one track now. So yeah, it's like you don't have to pay for anything anymore. If you get the subscription, you'll just get double EXP and chests, so you'll just get to dually expansion faster. But yeah. Yep, no need to pay. Everyone gets it. Yeah, a lot of people stopped playing because of that. The devs actually did amazing. Overhauling the monetization system, so it's a lot more fair now, and they even have cosmetics that you can buy. People did say that they wanted cosmetics. They'd be happy to pay for it, like skins, rugs, stuff like that. They even made it so that you are incentivized to show off stuff like your board, and even the music that you use on your board. Because when you fight a PvP ghost, you go to your opponent's board. So it's really cool. Really cool stuff. So yeah, now you just grind for gems and you buy what you want, and then you don't if you don't want it. So yeah, no, it's really cool. They did a lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff. Yeah. Let's open up some chests. Let's do 10 more from the beta. We'll start getting those out of the way. Still no legendary skin. All right, let's do 10 from this season. I love slot machines. Oh, that's a new card back. Let's equip that. Very nice. Yeah, a lot of chests. Card back. Oh, and expansions you cannot toggle off anymore. So everyone has to play with all of them on and like a shittier card pool. So everyone basically plays at a more or less even playing field now, which is cool. These are the card backs. That's the one that we just got. And do we have anything? I think that's the latest rug. Don't think there's anything else. No. Okay. I mean, someone could. Like, it becomes equalized once everyone gets the expansion. So, like, another cool thing that the devs did last season, or rather when this new season started, is that regardless of where you were on the prize pass, if you paid for it or whatever, you got all the rewards. They just gave them all to you. So everyone that was participating in that got all of the expansions and stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, if you love playing Dooley, he's definitely the one to play this patch. Just because if you know how to set up the bugs, it just goes burr. Pig is not bad, although I think Pig is the weakest this expansion. I like Pig too. Pig's a lot of fun. Well, weak as in overall power. A lot of people are playing freeze. And so if you get a club setup, then you'll do pretty good. But yeah, generally, like, Dooley's the strongest, and then it's probably Mac, and then Vanessa Pig, unfortunately. Speaking of Pig, I'm gonna play Pig. I like Pig a lot. I'm very sad that he's not great. I mean, he still does like typical Pig stuff, right? Like, you still have like Fixer Upper and stuff like that. It's just harder to pull off because of some of the nerfs, but he's still good. He's just not the top. Yeah, we go Turbo Matchbox. And let's get stuff to support it. Marbles is good. Succulents is good.
Diamonds come in small boxes.
Ladle is excellent. Okay. All right. Pyro. Yep, exactly, Cobalt. But like, and the thing is, like, I like Dooley. Like, I want Dooley to be good, but I don't want Dooley to be like good off of one build. You know? It's not like Dooley has just one build. He just has only one that's viable. Because a lot of his other builds open up at gold. Like gold items, and it's too late. Like, unless you're like purposely like building into that, which is hoping for a lot, it's just not worth it. You know, you get bugs at bronze, so yeah, yeah. When they nerf bugs, he'll dip on that tier list a lot. Yeah, it's just kind of unfortunate right now. Feels bad to play Dooley. Feels bad to play against Dooley. It's not great. Not great. You just see him on ladder, and you pretty much resign yourself to eating shit. Yeah, we'll get pickles. Yeah, that's fine. Vanessa got some cool stuff this expansion.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to
I'm looking
squabble
forward
with
to
the
playing
noble.
her more, even though she basically does the same thing. Just weapon spam or poison, which kind of still falls off. So does this have any crit? No. Okay. All right, we should stabilize here. Yay.
Got talent. You should put it toward nobler use.
Woo-woo! Okay, so we are playing Matchbox, but I do plan to pivot to Club if we get it early enough and if we have the money. So we'll see. Because a lot of people are playing Freeze, especially since you're going to be running into Dooley a lot. It's probably good to play counter. How's the new guy, Mac? Mac is a lot of fun. His starting health is the weakest though, so unlike a lot of the other characters, he can actually lose to day one monsters that aren't Viper. So you can't afford to just kind of bullshit around. You kind of need to get stuff that's good pretty much off the bat. But Mac has a lot of avenues to work with. I don't know if we can beat this scrapper with this setup. We're gonna try and hope that we don't eat shit. I'm not gonna do the math for it, so if we just lose, that sucks. But Mac is great. He's all about status and regeneration. Things get insane. They had to nerf a lot of his stuff on day one because it was just too strong. He's still pretty powerful though. If you like using potions, or if you ever want to do fun little stuff with regeneration, poison, then like Mac's like kind of the guy for that. He's pretty cool. I like him. He does still need some nerfs, but he's definitely a lot better now. Because he used to be stupid broken.
Maybe too nice.
What is this? Adjacent items. Man. Yeah, fine, whatever. Okay, we're in day 2. What's the likelihood that we'll find a cold room? It starts at silver. Probably not. Let's get income.
Size dilutes the brain. Mind is highly concentrated.
If this game gives me a Jabalian drum early, I'm gonna be really upset.
I mean,
I hope not.
excellent choice.
If you're not growing, you're failing.
Bronze item?
My people.
Okay, no wins on day 2.
Boring.
Silver. Nightshade. Ooh. Oh. Frozen icy quill. And ink. Or just icy quill and ink. Nice. That's nuts. I think he actually beats me. Maybe? No? Yeah? Yeah. Wow. Regeneration saved him. Damn. Damn. Weapons. Nah, let's see what we can get with this. Maybe another matchbox? Yo-yo. Okay. That's kind of cool. Upgrade or neutral. Well, if we go here, we might get a salamander
I
pub.
got everything you need. Just a matter of finding it.
Poison. That's
been sitting there
good.
20 years, waiting for
One
you.
region doesn't really matter.
While you're
Slow.
doing your part, to
That's
clean up the
good.
bazaar.
Nah. $4.9. It's not really anything to scoff about, but that is fine. I actually do want to go here for the snow globe. Snow globe would be nice because then we can start boosting the ladle. Even icicle's good. Not so much the bludgeon. That's way too slow. Okay.
Believe you'll win, and you'll win. But not against me.
Ah. I was really hoping that we got We got the globe there for a second.
Welcome to
Okay,
my
we
business.
also, so if we're going club, we want club, iceberg, we need freeze skills. Iceberg is huge if we can get that. If we can get at least those two, we'll be pretty fucking set. Yeah, more income's good.
I'm gonna be a business tree.
Okay. Well, you know, all right.
All about motivation. You gotta know.
Create a
what you're
bronze
fighting
item.
for.
Let's upgrade the matchbox.
Now that's quality.
Put in you, and the rest of that doesn't matter.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
Okay. Oh look, it's kind of bugs. That's a lot of shield to go through, though. I'm fairly certain I'll be dead before then. Maybe. Yes, I will. Oh, that was fun. So interactive. Okay.
If you have to ask the price, you can't afford it. You're a smart one for your size. Whoever said
Course.
you can't buy class had neither.
Put you over there. Non-weapons. Transform. Let's go with non-weapons because we can start getting
Not war.
cold room. Okay, fine.
Glad we could share this experience today.
I don't think I beat a Hexa, so I guess we'll go with the Raider. I don't really need anything in particular from him. Invuln Potion's pretty nice, though. I'll take that. Alright. Damn, we've only had one win through 4 days. That's bad. Alright, not exactly what we're looking for. Silver.
Lovely this time of year, don't you think?
Ladle.
To the Grand Cinema Award.
Property to the left. Oh, that's another thing that we want for club. We want a phonograph. I can't afford to reroll. Small, large.
All things in moderation.
Sure.
Hope that rat Quicksilver was watching. If the Elder could see me now.
When you use a weapon, your heal items gain 10 for the fight.
When you're
Sure.
ready, I'll send you to Orland, but I'll keep you as long as I can.
Let's do that. I mean, I don't really need this to do damage, huh? Alright. We'll leave that as is, I guess, duly 1 win. Let's just assume it's bugs.
Boring.
Because it probably is. It is bugs. Not complete bugs. And a heavy spider. Damn. Huh? Maybe. Heal. Oh, yes. Eat that, you piece of shit. Another bug board deleted. Good. Good. We don't need to see that on ladder. Fuck that shit. Items gain 2 crit. It's a lot better. Why not? Silver items again, huh?
I'm
Okay.
not getting out of this pool, darling. But you're welcome to join me. That looks fabulous on you.
Well, gym's not bad, but not really what we need right now.
Heat up, bulk up, get solid.
Probably okay. Don't know. That one really wasn't worth freezing, but hey, whatever. Crypto would be good. Great. Small items, or let's look for a fight, actually. Cool.
You didn't go to academy?
Actually, the skill here isn't bad, even though it only really works for yo-yo.
But I followed the
Nice.
10 principles of dueling. The joy of more. Bring it in.
Aw. Okay,
Discounts for peace.
hey, there's Cold Room.
Use that for the good of all.
And regeneration can actually crit, which is pretty wild. Okay. Haha. Alright. Alright, okay.
You do see these tusks, right?
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
Is Iceberg a Vanessa item? It is, I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Iceberg. It is a Vanessa item, but we can get it off of the Frost Street Champion. Okay. Guess we have to get kinda lucky with that.
Defeat does not
oh,
defeat
nice.
me.
Only just.
Welcome to Gigamart. Can I help you find everything?
Not today, Bob. Not today. Igloo. Sure.
One.
Why not?
1,000 more.
Nope.
Our owner might notice me.
Nope. You know, even ice cream truck probably wouldn't be too bad, to be honest.
Ah, a friend. I mean, a customer.
Lion's cane, pitchfork. Fortunately, don't have enough of pitchfork. Snowmobile. Nah.
Buy, don't buy, as long as we get to hang out.
I am too weak for Infernal. I think I want to go to the Zookeeper though because of this. We can get Salamander Pup and up the Matchbox. That'll put us in a better position, a much better position. Cool. Kind of lame. Yeah, let's upgrade you because that means we'll get 2 freezes instead of 1. Very nice. Small tool. Ah, there's a chance. Oh. 2 ladles. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. Look for a fight. Didn't get one. Piggy bank. Alright, fine.
Are you sure? Noticed? I'm huge.
Kind of wish we had a rewards card to make that worth it, but Fixer Upper, because of course you would. Thankfully it's not obsidian. The problem is, am I going to get enough burn on him in time before the storm? I'm going to assume probably not, but you never know. Oh, maybe. Where are these crit rates at? 12-12? Okay. Yay. Nice. Alright.
Who enters my web? Time is a power above all.
Nah. It's gonna be doubly expensive, even so.
People first, profit 10th. Maybe I should lower my prices.
That's good enough. Just make our money back. Ghost Pepper. Can you beat Ghost Pepper? It's day 7. I don't think so. Even with the burn that we have, I think we're still too slow, which is kind of unfortunate. He'll outscale us long before we can scale up to what we need. We're actually better off with the turtle, so that's where we're going. That should take care of it.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Bag of jewels.
You're not growing.
Why not?
You're failing.
Can do better. Sure. Why not?
But it takes patience to master them.
Non-weapon or curio.
Landfill. I see buried treasure.
Ooh, more haste. That's good. Feather's good. Crit is good. Slow. We don't have space. Okay. Probably want the ladle to crit, I think.
Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
4 for 5? Yeah, I don't know about that. Property.
You've got the land sent on you, friend. No one can say that wasn't a fair deal. Now, if you'll just sign here. Quickly now.
Pig.
I should warn you.
Same amount of wins as me.
Are you sure? Noticed I'm huge?
Square pig. Ooh. Caltrops. I see. Well,
I'll admit,
pretty cool, but not good enough. Not good enough. Sag. Small, medium. Sure.
How do you hugelings use these things?
Nope. And
That's fine, don't care.
skill upgrades. I mean, do we really need to upgrade anything? Toys. Nah. Okay. I think we actually go with a guardian here, so that we can get. I think the skill would be good. We don't have any slow, so femur is kind of meh. Nice. Very good.
I've come too far to let you stop me.
Hey, we got it.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Loot. Let's get a silver item. Crook. Not the build, but neat.
Come on in. Let's chat.
Oh, hey, look. No club. Okay. Might not be a club build this time. Might not.
Sale, no sale. I want what's right for you. You need a
Nah.
bag, someone else finds it. It all works out.
Hey, another pig. One win.
My dreams are too big for you to steal. My people believe in peace.
Ooh, weapons. That's cool. It's too bad he doesn't have drum or gym too. Oh, I was like, what's healing him? What the hell? I guess I just wasn't stacking enough
Next time,
enough
I'll
burn.
show you what I learned from this.
I see where your train of thought was going there, Peg. I see you. Large items.
This is talking fast.
Ice cream truck. Oh, there's that Jabalian drum. Oh man, if only. Feels bad.
If you're gone, then so will I.
I would never debase my wares by haggle. Tell everyone you got it here. I
Ooh.
think that suits you beautifully. Tell everyone you got it here.
By 1 second. Do I give up crit?
Buyer's remorse never. Be remorseless.
Let's do the Guardian again. Let's see how this works. Let's see how this works. Okay. It's not bad, actually.
Not all Jabalians are pacifists.
Skill again? Huh.
If the Elder could see me
Slow. We don't have anything related to slow.
Greetings, old friend. I'm pleased to finally meet you.
Choose random, get slow. That's dumb. let's go for a fight. Hello, Rayned.
Good luck, man. Let's have fun.
I wonder who did the voice acting for that.
This matchmaking is so broken.
That's fucking cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Ah, that's great. Okay. Alright, let's look for this club.
I'm finished with fighting, but I can
Nope.
help you finish a fight.
And no, actually.
I hope you
Okay.
live long enough to reconsider.
Slam Duncan 87. 3-win Mac.
I seek the ultimate secret. Will you get me any closer?
Femur. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. With poppy fields. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, I need you to freeze the femur. Like, seriously. Please freeze the femur. Stop freezing these. This isn't even...
Long before you were born.
This isn't Radiant. Freeze the femur. Why are you purposefully avoiding the femur? Like, you don't have a size requirement on you. Okay, well, thankfully we won.
Welcome in, hon. What can I get you?
Nope. And nope.
Hey, that's okay.
The joy of more. Bring it.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is what I wish I could teach you, Jabalia. Life skills.
Yeah, there's no way we're not taking that.
People person. And sometimes I
Oh, I was really hoping that was,
Do you have to leave already?
what's this called? The, club. Club? Damn. Ooh, we're on day 10. We can get an iceberg off of that guy, but I'm pretty sure he has a hammer, and that hammer is gonna kick our ass. Nitrogen hammer, yeah, no. If I had a club already, yes. But I do not, so nope. See you later.
Interrupting my experiment.
Okay, we should be even faster now. .9 seconds. Very nice.
I should have used powder of Algaroth.
Okay.
I would spar with you, but this leg.
Oh, come on.
All
Hammer.
my weapons
Or,
have been tested in battle.
club.
Have you?
Club. Come on. Club. Ah, you suck.
Your works are fine, and Quicksilver's
Alright. 3-win dueling. Is it bugs?
boring.
I really wish I had a club now. Yeah, it's bugs. Fiery Dualtron. Fuck me. Okay. Oh, alright. Alright. okay. Yeah, no, there's no way. No way. Fuck this build, man. This build is ass. Come on, this is bullshit. This is stupid. How did anyone make this expansion and think that this was okay? God. So annoying. So strong that that's the only thing people play. Because it's the only thing on Dually that's going to get them a guaranteed win.
The Bazaar is not kind to
Ah, man. Oh, there's one piece of the puzzle.
If I don't have what you need, I'll help you find who does.
Okay.
Just toss that on my back, and I'll trot it to your door.
All right. Yeah, it's probably good. We're gonna try it, even though I'm probably going to die. Nice.
Believe you'll win.
Well, great.
You'll win, but not against me.
Okay, come on, club, show up, please.
Back to business.
That's not it. that's not it at all.
And that's how a master merchant makes sail.
Okay. 3 freezes now. Is there anything worth upgrading? Probably this. Actually, even Waters of Infinity. Wow. Okay. Yep.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
Alright. Square. Oh, nope. Almost was. Oh, weapons. That's a yikes. Okay. Well, we're probably alright. Countered. Almost died, though. If I didn't have the life that I had, I would have been in a lot of trouble. Oof. Okay. Pretty lucky.
Any good fights lately?
Okay, is now the time you're going to show up when I can't afford you? No.
You'll be back with bruises.
Good. I'm just gonna get gold. No. I think Property Baron actually kicks my butt, so unfortunately.
Blast. Not enough bismuth in the antimony.
Awesome. Okay. Another chance.
Why so fight?
Nope. Hey, there it is. Oh man. What do I do? Okay, we keep this, get rid of you, get rid of you. Since we're making club our focus, we want to do we want to do that, because then this will be a 4-second club. But we also want to lower this. Yeah, I think that's the play.
If you're not growing, you're failing.
Yeah.
All in the same. Power is wisdom. Something like that.
Wow. Well, that's a coincidence. So as unlikely as it is, what we want now, obviously we want to find an upgrade for the club, but we also want to find obsidian. Oh, I died. Oh, the sunlight spear. I was like, what happened? Oh, that's crazy. Wow. That is insane. That's a good build. That is a really good build. Holy shit. Charge adjacent items 2 seconds. Heavy energy potion. Sunlight spear. Shiny philosopher's stone, philosopher's stone, philosopher's stone. And they all have 50-something regeneration on there. And you have regeneration equal to half the burn on your enemy. That's nuts, man. Wow, that is a kick-ass build. I love it. That is awesome. If I enchant this with Frozen, or with the Celestial Conduit, well, this doesn't gain freeze, huh? Or would it? But it would just go away because it couldn't be enchanted. It couldn't be hit with freeze. I don't know. Yeah, let's find out. actually happy with this run. We got 7 wins. Anything after that's kind of the cherry on top. Okay. Club? Club? No. Sad. Ooh. Vanessa? Ah, damn it. That sucks. Okay. Freeze bug? No. Oh, man. Yeah, we can beat this guy. We can get an extra level here. Okay, so this still gets the cooldown. So that's awesome. Nice. Cool.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Let's get health. We kind of need to survive stuff. Sure.
Just close your eyes and grab something.
Crit.
That's a bargain.
Nah. Okay. Toys, nah. Guess we'll just medkit. Mac. 7 wins.
Noticed I'm huge.
Burn. Burn. Ooh. Okay, looks like regeneration. Well, unfortunate for you, buddy. Sorry. Okay, okay.
Well for mid-sized things.
Nope.
Reasonable sized things. Oh, I didn't want to sell that anyway.
Tool. Maybe we can find a stopwatch upgrade.
First step toward good taste.
We cannot.
I understand. Class isn't for everyone.
Oh. No. No. Crit though. Yes, yes, yes.
Tell your bosses. They're gonna pay for this. If the elder could see.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay. All right.
Reward the peaceful, punish the
Hey, there we go.
Energy's resonating.
Cool. Alrighty, so that is interesting. I guess I'll just gumball. Just get rid of those. this is potentially the last day. Alright, so we made it to the last day. It is a dually. Fuck my life. Stopwatch, steam ladle, heavy cold room, ice luge, radiant giant ice club with phonograph. Have almost 11k health, but that may or may not matter. It's a good thing this is radiant, because if this is bugs, we do have a fighting chance if the freeze goes off a lot. So let's hope that that is the case. It is bugs, and it is robotic factory, so we might win here. Yep. Get fucked, loser. Oh, that feels good. Awesome. Another dually goes splat. You love to see it. Beautiful. In fact, I'm going to watch it again for catharsis. So good. Look at that. Barely put a dent in my health. Beautiful. Love it. Thank you so much, pig. Ah, chef's kiss. Goodbye. Nice. All right, 10 wins. You'd love to see it. So good. So good. Woo! Well, that came together there at the end. 6 chests, baby. Let's go. Ah, that was so good. All right, let's celebrate. Let's open more of these bad boys here. We're almost out of the beta season chests, so legendary plucks. No, of course not. Hey, we got a thingy though. I didn't see which one it came out of, but cool. Hey, we're back to 10k. Nice. Awesome. And let's open some from season 1. Plunk. Aww. Man. Boo. That's no fun. Fine. Okay.
I will find
Mac.
the formula of life. I will see my family again.
Hopefully we don't get screwed over. We might. Slow, you say. Alright. I like restorative incense.
Come with no weapons, leave with big bargains.
Okay.
Our energies resonate.
Oh, right. That's not a reagent. That's fine. This should be fine. Well, we're going for slow, so we have to do the Kyber drone. Please, trained? Hands together. Prage. Trained? Trained?
A waste of my time.
Damn
But
it.
I do have plenty.
Alright. Fine. Are there any slow weapons? I don't think so. Well, none are available right now, so let's go here. Coconut. Not really what I need, but that's fine. Medium. Poison. Oh. It's a nice free upgrade. Vanessa. Ooh.
People are a pattern.
Ooh, that is rough. And started with 3 poison. I'm pretty sure I am dead here. Too much damage. Feels bad, man. Yeah. Almost, though. We needed one more tick of poison. That's fine. Not ideal, but we can still recover.
The Bazaar's a crazy place, right?
Calcinator. Are we going to be transforming things? Hard to say. But if we do, it is an engine. I'm gonna wait. Slow is good. Thurable, yeah.
How about this weather where... Oh, you're leaving.
That might be good as well.
Another step forward on my path.
Okay, put you here, move you down.
You might prefer Argenta's training. She's amazing. You picked that up.
Toxins.
Maybe I'm getting better at this.
Discounts for peace.
Generation. This is 7. Multicast 3. But when we regen, this goes up in damage.
Use that for the good.
Nightshade is actually quite good. Let's try that. Do we beat the Rogue Scrapper? I don't know. I'm pretty sure he beats us. Mosquito. Not happy about it, but gotta go for the wins where we can. It's a good item. Okay, day 2. Is there a possibility of getting femur on day 2? I don't think so. We want more incenses. I think I'm gonna go with gold.
Look, it's okay to have a crush on me. I love everyone. Might leave
That's
a scar, but
good.
nothing a tattoo won't cover.
Generation.
Try not to almost die every day.
Okay. Yeah, we need more incenses.
If you knew my true
Incensi.
you would stand
We need more
aside.
incense. I don't know. Oh, Julie. And look, it is bugs. Surprise! Shielded beetle. Fuck my life. Yep. Wow, so fun. Oh, crazy, man. I wish there was something else Dooley could do. Wow, look how boring this is. It's like we're seeing the same thing over and over and over again. So interactive. Wow. Amazing.
As a GSM and master merchant, I can sell you things.
Okay, let's get rid of you. Let's get you. Nice level.
There is still more to learn.
Tool. Item. Loot. Item. Eh. Slow? Yeah. Incense? Damn. Smelling salt is good. Let's put you here, you here, you here. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Put you off to the side there. Etherite. I think we can beat the Etherite.
Got a lot of work to do, but this'll be fun.
Ideally, we would get rigged. Rigged would be nice. Even force field wouldn't be that bad. We might be able to transform it. Same with the scrap. There's potential. How much am I getting per poison? +2. Okay. Of course, it's the goggles. Okay, we could get some... a whole lot of nothing there. Slow increase? No slow increase. Yeah. I'll get you, and I'll get you. So... the quill. Nah. And I think we'll save the wing. Skill or potion? Or money? Let's go with skills. I don't have enough. It feels bad. I can't get any of these. As sad as that is.
So that I can study you.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Ouch. Pretty sure I'm dead.
Land legs
Yep.
make you predictable. You move in straight lines.
Yeah. Weapon Vanessa. It's never bad.
A thing of true beauty.
Never bad. It basically hard carries throughout, like, a lot of, like, the time. Oh, smelling salts again. Nice. Okay, so it's when we slow. I want to haste this, and then also slow there. Non-weapons.
Not war. You
Nice.
are not friend, but I'm glad you bought this.
Okay. 1 item, 1 second, 5 seconds. 2 for 3. 1 more second on there. That's fine. I still think we're pretty weak. So we're going after the brawler instead of the retiree. Here would be good if we get the energy potion, because we could always put slow on this, and that would be nice. But this assumes that we're getting femur, of course. Because technically we should have had it already, since we're going into day 5. But you never know.
You look rough, man. Let's fix you up.
Okay. How much do I need for that? 2. Alright, fine.
I must do without.
Oh. Whatever.
The more you get hurt,
alright.
the more you can hang on.
Items, too poor. Let's get money. Another Mac. 3 wins in comparison to me. With nothing.
You for study. You are a child to me, and I will punish you.
Ooh. This actually isn't bad. And he's got the Toxic Fang. That's pretty good. Pretty sure he's gonna beat me in damage, so... Yeah. Look at that. So much burn, so much poison. Yeah, no chance. No chance. Yep, just complete glass cannon. Makes a lot of sense, though. Fiery. You crit your weapons, gain 5 for the fight. Just go with that.
I hope we can do this again.
We'll eventually use potions. Well, it depends.
Ah, a friend. I mean, a customer.
That's actually good. We can get more of these. Transform. Yeah, let's do that. In fact, we need money. So, chunk of gold, very good. Strength potion. That's cool, but I can't really make use of it right now. So you will stay over there. I think we're good with Mod Squad, so let's go for it. Cool. I mean, it's nice to win our PvE fights, but not winning PvP is real rough. I am not even gonna delude myself into believing that this is going to go the distance. It most certainly probably will not. So
Don't have time not to buy this.
that's okay though. That's okay. TurboNet, too bad that is expensive. Damn, I was really hoping that was the femur. Medium and large. Okay.
I mean, welcome
Femur
to my
me.
business.
Of course you wouldn't.
The bazaar has many secrets. I will uncover
Transform
them all.
leftmost item. Yeah. Money. Thank you. Okay, Vanessa, 2 wins.
We are finished. May I dissect you for study?
My fight isn't with you.
Someone seems to be a fan of the Neverending Story. Maybe even Rise, or is it Rise of the Colossus? Something the Colossus? Uh-oh. Shadow of the Colossus. And I get wrecked. Oh boy. Yeah, this is real bad. No wins, day 6. Non-weapon items. Now, I need a weapon. Like, normally it's real easy to force femur, but the game is extremely uncooperative, so yeah, not going all that well. That is not what I need. Yep. We don't have a choice. We're just too weak. Really need to find that femur.
These streets.
How'd I get rich? Oh, you know, invest.
Damn, that is not it. Femur.
Lux told
Still nothing.
you.
Damn.
Good.
Oh boy, this is not good. I can't afford the reroll.
What are you even doing?
2 win Vanessa.
I will fight you, but only so that I can study you.
Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
Weapons. Damn, this is and gold. Gold crit. Yeah, I'm dead. Poison's too slow.
All cannon, no ball.
This sucks. Yeah, I'm just not getting the stuff that I need. Oh wow, that made me use my cheat death. That is actually pretty horrible. Damn.
Greetings, old friend. I'm pleased to finally meet you.
Damn, that's real not good. That's really not good.
so close to
It
failure.
is.
I must rise up.
Medium. Oh, we can transform stuff. So let's do that. Heavy letter opener. It's nice, but again, not what we need.
It's not overpriced. You're overpoor.
I can't afford a reroll. It's too much.
Choose it somewhere else.
Okay. Oh man. Yeah, this might be a 0-win build here. I just ran into too much powerful stuff. Feels bad. Yeah, the ramp is just too slow. Like, we do good damage, but it takes too long.
I have no time for you.
Small items? Eh. Runic double bow. Not good.
My mind glows. I see everything.
Too slow. Poison, crit, gold. Do poison.
Beauty of a really potent toxin.
Chemical fire.
Not old Wrigley, it's Professor Wriggle.
Poison item, sure. Eh. Another dually. Alright, this is bugs. If it's bugs, I die. I just automatically lose. My build is too slow. Crow's Nest, Ignition Core, Walter Cooler. Oh, I still lose because it's Long John. 86%. Yep. Yep. Yep, this easily clears double my health. I'm dead. If it crits. There you go. Oh, I need Fiery Rebirth, so yeah, there's no chance.
I have all the time.
Look at that. Made it to level 8, day 7, 1, 0. Crazy. Yeah, I was trying to do something specific too. Extremely specific. And the game was just like, oh well, you get to die. That's nice. Alright. We got kind of gypped on that Mac run, so we're gonna do another one and hope for something better this time. That was not fun at all. Sure.
Hi, I'm Quixel, Master Merchant or something.
That's good. That's good. Sure.
Okay, now sell me something. Something huge.
I probably shouldn't have re-rolled, to be honest, but that's fine. I think we can Viper, so we're gonna try. Yeah, it looks like we're good. Okay. strong.
Sometimes it's
And we
hard
didn't
to
get the
pick.
Toxic Fang. That is fine.
Not war. You are enough, friend. But I'm glad you bought this.
Small, large, small weapon. Let's go here. We can get a reagent. Oh, potion. Could be handy.
I will leave you alive to learn.
We really want a heavy energy potion, though. So, katana, shovel. Oh, let's get that poison started, because they've got way more life than I do, because they went gold skill. When you buy a weapon, permanently gain 40 max health. Wow. Okay. Well. At least we won. Hey, look, we're already doing better than the last game. Crazy, huh? Insane. Wow. Let's go ruins again. Reagent. It's not the reagent that I wanted, but it's fine.
Melting away impurities.
It's whatever, man.
You might prefer Argenta's tree.
Whatever. Okay. Weapons. Yeah, let's just go with that. I don't even know what build we have right now.
Wonderful.
Scrapper? Probably get wrecked. Thief, maybe?
Fresh roadkill.
I always forget that he has the cloak. It's a bronze cloak, but it's still a cloak.
Watch the skies. Watch your back.
Crit skill? Cloak. Surprise, surprise.
Size dilutes the brain. Mind is high. Shall I drop it for you?
Okay, we need more slow stuff. Or regeneration, rather. That's an item.
In 100 years when you are dust.
It's certainly an item of all time. I did not realize the stream was dropping frames. Wow, we dropped quite a bit, actually. Damn, sorry about that. Well, looks like we'll be fine here. So again, we're doing we're doing infinitely better, exponentially better than the last run. It's like night and day. And arguably, I had a stronger build last time, too.
Everyone here is huge. It's terrifying.
Yeah. All right.
Buy things. Huge things.
Sadly. That's not a bad one. Yeah, why not? Let's transform you. Bottled lightning, not a bad one. Scout trooper. No, my health isn't good enough.
Here to defeat you. I flunked again.
Oh. Okay.
If I don't have what you need, I'll help you find who does. Oh, delivery's free. I like the exercise.
It's certainly shaping up to be a build. XP, please. Okay.
You remind me of someone that fought last century.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
Catfish. Yikes. Ooh, this is not good. Yeah, his healing just... Catfish is so strong. Like, there's just no way. Oh, that's too bad.
With enough power, I will defeat death itself. With more time comes greater perfection.
Okay, we need to get our hands on a distillery. Oh, actually... Oh, we haven't really got much slow, huh? Yeah, let's just transform. Crocodile tears. That's a neat one.
Sale, no sale. I want what's right for you.
Candle's not bad.
Just toss
That's
that
good.
on my back, and I'll trot it to your door.
Let's put you in front there. That's fine. Until it's not. But until then, it's fine. Let's try the retiree.
I bought my first house when I was 20. Work harder.
Go, crocodile tears, go.
Whatever happened
Nice.
to respect your elders?
Okay. All right. Non-weapon items.
I'm so
That.
glad we could share this experience today.
Sure, why not? I see. Well then, okay. Okay, let me just... Let me adjust here.
Your aura guided me.
Okay, so you start selling stuff. So this gets the tags. Okay, it's potion weapon. Reagent. Relic. Friend. Tool. We're keeping that. Tool. Put you in play. And you, and you.
Use that for the good of all.
Okay, we need to find a boiling,
The Bazaar's a crazy place.
a boiling thing. Medium, weapon. We also need to upgrade the VAT.
Maybe I should lower my prices.
Let me put you here, put you there. Okay.
Why must we do this? Death laughs at us both.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
I think it was a boiling plate? Boiling something. We need that. Since this is a potion. But I have a feeling weapons are just gonna fuck me up like they always do. Yeah. Yeah, damn.
But I don't.
Memento Mori was nice, but still too slow.
Another step forward on my path.
Yeah.
When you're ready, I'll send you to Orlin. But I'll keep you.
Oh, come on. What is that? Okay.
The Bazaar's a crazy place, right?
There's the femur we were looking for all last game. Wow.
Maybe you're not cut out for business.
Ooh. What the heck is going on here? Okay. Shield.
Welcome to Trash Town.
We'll just go for value.
A completely real place. Now pay your taxes.
That should be good.
Outrageous! I'm an elected official.
I don't know, we might pivot depending, but usually VAT of assets pretty good, so doggo. Too bad I don't need you, buddy. See ya.
I pay well for mid-sized things. Reasonable sized things.
Battery 90%.
Sorry about that. Okay. Weapon, potion. We need something better. Well, we need more tags. Oh, we can get loot here. We have apparel yet? We don't. Ooh, actually, let's do that. Okay, apparel, aquatic, property, yes. Okay, so truffle. No truffle. You do have loot though, so. Okay. Okay, so potion, weapon, reagent, relic, friend, tool, apparel, aquatic, property, loot. We need food, dragon. It's impossible to get core, so unfortunate. Food, dragon, vehicle, dinosaur. What else? Food, dragon, dinosaur, vehicle, tech. We're missing tech as well. Okay. Just get item. Potion. You want to go out now, even though you just came in? Okay. Oh. There you go. Okay. Forwin Vanessa.
Exactly like you. People are a pattern.
Scary. Poison. Catfish and pufferfish and gold poison skill. Yikes. Okay, we should have the edge here. Oh, maybe not. Because she had... Oh! Hey, Mori saved us. Wow. Oof. It didn't even register in my brain that she had a cheat death with the life preserver. I was just like, oh, we're fine. No, we're not. Okay. Originally, this was just a large item. Tech! Excellent. Let's look for a fight. Okay. Nothing we get from him will increase the power of the vat, so honestly, Poison Tyrant is pretty good. If we can get that, we'll be in a pretty good position, actually, so that'll be nice.
Disgusting creatures.
Toxic Fang. In another life. That would be awesome. Kind of forgot that we had the knee brace. Let's go for... We have property, aquatic, trash is... No, that wouldn't work. Let's see if we can get something for Zookeeper. I think most of it's friends, but... Oh, if we got the dragon whelp, we can get the dragon tag. That would be nice. Yeah, everything else is kind of not really what we need.
Another specimen for my collection.
Hey, we got it.
With each new discovery, the formula of
Nice.
life is revealed.
Okay, that we are upgrading you so we can get more damage. Beautiful. Yep. Poison item, small, medium. Sure. Wow. But this is at 0 because there's like literally nothing. I'll keep that in my inventory because that seems ridiculous.
If you knew my true purpose,
Okay.
you would stand aside.
That is well, that's certainly a thing of all time. Weapons. Interesting. Yeah, that's a lot of slow. Okay, we should be good. Nice. Memento Mori. Oh my god, you are saving my butt. This is the first time I've ever used Memento Mori too. Wow. I am like shocked. Cool.
Send me your huge items. Price?
Okay, so this isn't really doing much, so we'll sell that to up the other thing.
On behalf of the Grand Society,
Spike. Eat, huh? Alright, fine. Tool.
He actually cares about this.
Okay. This is dumb. This is super dumb. It's showing that this has all the types, but it doesn't seem like it. Well, whatever. I mean, I'm not going to complain. Weapon. Did Did I sell a relic? I don't know.
Never. Be remorseless.
I guess we'll find out. Okay. 3 for each type. Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's all caught up, so... we'll actually go for the Viper again. We really need to find a boiling, plate or platform.
Man or beast. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Closer and closer. I can hear my sister's laughter.
Oops. I'll put you there, actually. Crit to gold burn. Let's go with the gold.
Your lessons will find you.
The first 4 times you use a potion each fight, charge 1 weapon or burn item 1 second. Yep.
I have seen such talent
These are
before,
potions.
and it bloomed into a Dira.
Poison item. Aw. Non-weapons. Damn, still no boiling thing. That sucks. Vapor bat. Okay.
I will fight you, but only so that I can study you.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
Oh, that's not good. Especially that. That's not good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize they even had a shielded catfish. Wow.
Oh, hello. I mean, welcome to my business.
Oh, there's the thing. Too bad it's really expensive.
It's small.
That should just about cover it, though. Vehicle dinosaur.
I'm almost sure that was a good trade.
Okay. Ah, still no boiling platform. Damn it.
Come on.
All right, come on.
Let's chat.
Oh, you suck. Come on. What is this? We just got vehicle. Poison weapon, reagent, relic, friend, tool, apparel, aquatic property, loot, tech, dragon, vehicle, dinosaur. So we're missing food. Is that it? Just food? Maybe.
What strange creatures prowl these streets?
Oh, cool.
The Bazaar has many secrets. I will uncover them all.
Well, there's a chance that we get truffles. Truffles? Nope. Big sad. Small, medium, yep.
How do you
Please, platform. Come on, man. Are you kidding me?
And then sell it to me.
Bro, this is actual garbage.
I bring tidings from the Empyrean realm, and also merchandise.
Well, none of that helps me, so thanks. No.
And what will you buy instead, mortal?
7-win pig. Jeez.
And I will punish you.
My people believe in peace. Boring.
Tent. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Yep, I'm dead. Man.
No hard feelings.
Ridiculous. Man. Okay.
This now. Have you ever considered becoming triangular?
Was that slow?
I have lived 5 lives
Heavy
already.
that.
This is not my last.
Okay.
I'm a people person, and sometimes I sound...
Man. You would think that I'm like just allergic to this thing that I'm looking for. It's just not showing up. Oh, I'm missing toy. In that case, we're gonna go after you, Raynad. So you actually have a bunch of toys.
Just had to be an off-meta build.
I love it. Okay.
When mind glows.
Oh, look, another slow.
Everything.
Don't really want to do that though. Let's see what else we can get on this thing. Healing. Oh. It's an interesting number.
You are amusing. Why so fight?
Yeah.
Play this game with you.
That's too bad. Dooley, huh? Okay. Is it bugs? Yes. Yes, it is. Amazing. Okay, what the hell was that? Let's get back in there. Did you just reset my entire run? Okay. Hold on. We're going to exit. Because that is horseshit. You did not roll back my entire run. Hello? Thank you. Okay, why is that even showing on there? That's weird. I've never seen... Okay. Well, I've never seen that happen before, so that's cool. Oh no, is my thing doing that stupid crap again? Why? Okay. All right, hold on. I need to look into something because this is stupid. Okay, my mouth is constantly open. Did this thing screw up again? Okay, hold on. I need to check something. General settings. Okay, why can I not see... Okay, calibrate again. Okay. Oh. Is it... Okay, now that... Oh. Hello? Hello? Yes, no, yes, yes. Yeah. Kind of. Okay, let me restart VTube Studio. What the hell is going on today? Hello? Oh my god. It reset my entire run. No way. No way, dude. Okay. Nope. Hello? Yes, no, no, yep. Oh, great. Now my model isn't even reacting a lot. What is going on? Did this thing just... Alright, I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on, give me a second. Like, last time VTube Studio rolled out an update and it, like, fucked up how the models interact. I wonder if they just did that again. Yeah. They might have. Oh no, this is bad. Real bad. Oh no. Okay, well, that's cool. Okay, let's try and restart the camera. It looks like this is going to be a problem. Great. Love it. So good. It's not even tracking me anymore. Oh no, VTube Studio, what did you do? What did you do? Why? Why would you do this? Oh boy, this is bad. Yeah, not good. Okay, let's try to calibrate. What the fuck, man? Great. Bro. Hello? Calibrate, please. Oh boy, this is not good. I might have to end the stream here. I have never seen this happen in this way before. Where the entire model becomes unusable. This is crazy. Nope. Looks like my idle animation still works, but just not the tracking. Unreal. Okay. Hold on. Okay. That or Logitech just had an update, which would be also very bad. Okay. Well, it is working, but not with VTube Studio for some reason. Okay, just closing it out again. How did this happen, VTube Studio? How? Oh, tracking back a little, kind of. Oh, but my mouth movements are still so small. Why? Okay, what the fuck is going on here? Oh boy. Looks like this has been an issue over the last 24 hours. What the hell? Wow. Okay. So why is it tracking it like that? Hold on. Is it having trouble finding me? Is that what it is? Yes? No? No? It's still being dumb. Why? Hello? Okay, so it's just when I'm trying to talk. Because when I place my hand in front of my mouth, it tries to open my character's mouth. Hello? What the fuck? I don't know how this is going to work, but it seems like... Oh. Okay. Nope. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Huh. Okay, well, I just checked my task manager, and like my computer is having trouble. Like a lot of memory is being used for some reason, and it's actually chugging the computer. That is wild, because that should not be happening. Okay, well, I did not want to... Hold on. Don't switch. Why? Hello? Nope. Still not working. Okay, well, it's kind of unfortunate, but I do not want to take up a lot more time here today. Seeing as how it looks like my run just got reset entirely. What I will do is let me exit again. And oh, I don't know why it's showing that now. That makes no sense. Maybe it's just OBS. I don't know. But it shouldn't be showing that at all. Okay. Why are you showing VTube Studio twice? That doesn't make any sense. Like the tracking is fine, just not tracking my mouth for some reason. I don't get it. Okay. Is that... No, because even when I'm talking and it seems to be tracking me, but for whatever reason, it won't track my mouth movements. Like I'm seeing the tracking here in front of me, but it just won't. It's just not allowing me to talk or anything. All right, well, that sucks. I guess yeah, I guess that's it for today. I need to figure out this problem, and I can't do it while I'm streaming, unfortunately. So pretty sucky. Also my run got reset, so fuck me twice, I guess. Yep. Yep. That's super cool. Wow. Such good things happening to me here. Okay, well, that is it. I am so sorry. I don't even know what to say, cuz holy shit. Like, wow. Well, see, the few times my mouth actually moves, like everything else on the model is fine. It's just the mouth tracking for whatever reason is fucked up. So all right. Well, I will end it there for today. Unfortunately, I wanted to stream longer, but I need to figure out this issue so that it doesn't happen in the future. It might not even be something that I can do. It seems like this is a VTube Studio issue. So, we'll be back on Thursday. And until then, I'm so sorry that this happened, but thanks for joining me on another adventure through the Bazaar. It really sucks that my run got reset and all, but I'll see you guys. See you guys in a couple of days. It's been real. Thank you so much, and have a good one. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Stay safe, stay warm, and see you soon. Bye-bye.